I'll let you know before you try to go. Now this is my own show. Not a script or flip could make me stop, so just behave. I mean there's no escape. Let's hope you make that drop, because you really don't want to take me off. And oh, what fun. I will tell you what to do and you will get it done. And oh, don't run. You'll find your nightmare here has only just begun. Welcome to my horror show. Now it's starting 3D. Oh, I bet you thought you'd seen the last of me. Are you reading the walls? Did you get my clues? There's a debt to repay for now. You'll do.
Welcome everybody to another episode of the Dummies of Horror. I'm your host Tim, and with me, coming back again, struggling to breathe, much like myself, we have the magic mushroom, Dr. Lufenstein. What's up, brother?
Hello and salutations.
How are you? Are you okay? Are you dying?
Good. I'm getting there. I think I picked up a little something at a little festival.
Yep.
So if I sound congested and tired, it's because that's what you're hearing.
That's exactly what you're hearing from me. Not so much me, but a little bit. I'm not as bad as Luf. To put it into perspective, though, me and the mushroom here went to a big music festival on the weekend.
Very nice.
We went to Australia's first ever Knotfest, which is Slipknot's music festival.
Yeah,
so
you can work it out.
Like 10 or 11 hours of heavy metals.
of standing there and being old and our lower backs aching while we pretended we're still 24.
Yeah. Can you remember the last time we went to a music festival?
19.
Okay. No, what was it, honestly?
My last one was when Slayer was here last. Whenever, that was Slayer and Ghost and shit. And
oh, okay, so that was...
Judas Priest.
Yeah, okay, so that was probably 8 years ago. 2016 or something like that. Anyway, it's been a while since we've had
I'm gonna look it up and I'll get back to you.
Okay. It's been a while since Australia have had a heavy metal music festival here. And I remember the last time... We used to go, every year.
It was a Download, 2019.
Okay. Okay.
So, just pre-pandemic.
You had Ghost at Download?
Yeah.
Why the fuck didn't I go? What's wrong with me? Alright, well, it's been a while for me since I've been to a music festival, and it's a lot harder than I remembered. When I say old, I'm 35, which doesn't sound old.
It was a mad lineup. Hailstorm fucking
really?
headlined the stage. Yeah, it's Behemoth. Who did I see? I saw Behemoth. I saw Amity Affliction, Anthrax, Alice in Chains, Fredzal and stuff.
Why the fuck? Cool. Why didn't I go to that? That's weird.
Money, time.
Probably even money, yeah. So yeah, we saw a lot of heavy metal bands. Slipknot obviously headlined. Parkway Drive
that was good.
The highlight for me.
Yeah,
they fucking killed it. Holy shit!
You know what? I've not been a huge Parkway fan, but fuck, they put on a good show. Yeah,
their last three albums.
They had more pyro than fucking Cody Rhodes.
That's a lot of pyro.
That's a lot of pyro.
And I mean, that pyro, they had flames of fire just coming out, which worked perfectly because earlier in the day, it absolutely bucketed down with rain. And there's photos of you and me at this festival just absolutely drenched. You look fucking miserable.
I mean, that's just kind of my look. It's my aesthetic, is misery.
I was
My
enjoying.
aesthetic is misery is my sophomore emo album.
I was enjoying the rain until it just didn't stop raining, and I was like,
It was
all
just
right.
like relentless.
Yeah, and it's like, all right.
It was cute when we were doing the road pit and shit for Monomath.
Yeah.
And then you're like, it's thematic. And then it's just like... like, can you fuck off, man? I didn't bring a bloody plastic fucking poncho.
I mean, the rain could have come about an hour earlier when I pissed my pants.
You did piss your pants.
It's not my fault. The fucking line to the toilet was like 20 minutes long, and I waited last minute because I didn't want to miss the bands.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. You don't want to try and piss in a can and cut your dick off or anything.
No,
so.
I mean, I learnt later that I'm just going to whip my dick out and just piss in the middle of a mosh pit.
Did you learn that later?
That's what I did in Parkway because I wasn't missing. I wasn't missing any more music. And my wife, she goes, is it raining again? I'm getting water on my feet. And I'm like, it's not water.
It's dick water, mate.
So yeah, it was a fun. You know what was funny is I saw people when it was pouring rain. There was like no shelter, so everyone was just getting drenched. There were people walking around eating hot dogs, which was so funny to me.
Oh, that's just wet hot dog bread.
Yeah,
gross. I mean, I guess that's what like hot dog eating people do. Not people who eat hot dogs in general. I mean, like competition hot dog.
Yeah, but not
like
for,
they
not for
bread
pleasure.
dip. No, not for pleasure.
Some competitions you're not allowed to bread dip.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the competition that I won, you're not allowed to bread dip.
There was like this game where it was kind of all about the bread being soggy, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we're going off. Anyway, either way, we had a very we had a very big weekend. I drank for about 48 hours straight.
I watched Tim drink for some of those.
Luffy did not drink.
No,
because he
abstained from all liquids.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm still recovering. It's been like 4 days now, and I'm still recovering. So
My wallet's
Luffy.
still recovering from a fucking $60 fucking drawstring bag. But anyway,
Yeah, I don't know why you bought that.
I don't know, dude. I think you know why I bought that. Huh? Do you know why I bought that?
To carry someone else's gear?
Yeah, just carry stuff in.
Holy
just like general,
shit.
like a I don't know, like sort of like a makeshift backpack of sorts.
That's because you're too fucking nice.
Did I? No, it's because you fucking told me no backpacks, you cunt.
Oh, okay. Shut up. I didn't fucking... Anyway, shut up.
I don't know why I trusted you with fucking anything.
It said
Fucking
on
like-
the
like
it said
you
on the
can read.
rules, no backpacks.
You just probably saw a picture and assumed.
It said no backpacks, and the next thing there's fucking 20 people with backpacks on.
Like, I was literally looking around at the same time you must have been, where I was like, there's a lot of fucking backpacks here, to be honest. Anyway,
I'm sorry.
it's fine. It's fine. It's a cool thing. My hoodie's sick, though.
It is, yes. It is.
Anyway,
You did well. You did well.
Yeah. Thank you.
Anyway, so we are here. Welcome back to the Dummies of Horror. I'm not feeling very horror at the moment. And
You're not looking very horror.
thank you. The reason being is because this week in particular, I don't usually watch much horror movies this particular week because
Why, Tim? What kind of week is this week?
it's the most fabulous time in all of pro wrestling. It is WrestleMania week, baby.
Gasp.
Yeah. So if you are,
Hey, wait, did we have the Royal... Did I watch the Royal Rumble? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, Royal Rumble's in January, man. You're way off.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you didn't know, well, not both of us, but mainly me.
Oh, you want to know?
I'm a big pro wrestling fan. Might be a surprise to some people, but yes, I love professional wrestling, WWE, AEW. And
I'm
that's
okay with it. I tolerate professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Hey, we saw some wrestling on the weekend.
Oh, we did too.
Twist his dick.
Twist.
his dick.
A lot of dick twisting happening.
A lot of dick twisting.
So I thought we'd be creative, and instead of doing just another fucking horror thing. Let's get
Yawn.
creative and make this episode
Yeah, let's
all about
force people to
wrestling.
listen to our wrestling show.
Yeah, this
Without having
is
to
Dummies of
listen to
Wrestling.
Gotcha, cunt.
No,
Thought you could avoid it, huh?
so what we're doing is we're talking about professional wrestlers who appear or star in horror films. And we've got a list for you. And we're going to talk about if they're good, if they're bad, and whatever. Did you get a chance to watch any of these movies that I sent you?
I did. I'm actually like halfway through Blade Trinity now. And I finished The Mummy, which I gotta say, like, for a movie with a wrestler in it, he's barely in it.
Yeah. He's more in the Scorpion. Scorpion Kid's not really a horror, though, is it?
Not really. And then I watched Monster Mash or Bash or whatever it's called.
Monster
What
Brawl.
was that? Monster Brawl, that's it.
Awesome.
Yep, I watched that one. Yeah, it's a movie.
Is it? Is it really?
I don't know. It's barely a movie. It feels like they watched Celebrity Deathmatch and they were like, "Oi, let's monsters." That's it. End of conversation.
Pretty much. We'll get to that later on this show. But
And then some of the other ones I've just kind of seen in general.
you
You didn't have any Hogan movies on here. I was surprised.
there aren't really any Hogan horror movies.
Oh, yeah, horror.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You know,
Fair
there's
enough.
shows about horror films and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking haircut's pretty fucking
We-
horrific.
We can discuss like other movies that wrestlers appeared in, but for the majority, it's all about horror on this episode. So,
Yep.
with that being said, it's been a couple of weeks since we've come at you, and I've got a list of movies that I want to talk about, and I'm sure you have nothing, maybe one thing, maybe two, probably not five, but
I don't know, man. Yeah, not 5.
okay. Well, then, there's only one question I've got to ask you, and that is, what horrors have you done, little squirrel mushroom fucker?
What horrors have you done?
Go for it. What horrors have you done?
I genuinely don't know. I might have done some by accident. But I don't remember.
You don't?
I don't think I've done any horrors. I really don't. Do you know how many horrors I've talked to you about? Wait, did we do Scream last week?
Yeah, we did Scream last week, yeah.
I think that's the last horror I've done.
How many 2023 horror films have you watched?
4? I'm not sure. Let me count. Let me go to my list.
You must have done more than 4.
I don't know. I'll find out.
Alright, while you do that,
You tell me what I'll have a think.
I'll tell you what movies I watched. I watched a couple from this year, 2023.
Yep.
And I watched a TV series. I binge watched a TV series.
I may have done.
Okay, let's start with the first movie I watched. Mm-hmm. It's a movie called The Park. The Park.
I've watched 6.
Jesus Christ. Okay. We're going to catch you up. So The Park...
We'll do a catch-up week.
The Park's pretty much Lord of the Flies, except like modern day times. It's okay. So the story is a dystopian coming of age movie focuses on 3 kids who find themselves in an abandoned amusement park. The problem, the whole deal with this movie though is, what if all adults who have like gone past puberty just died? There was like some virus that killed off just adults.
Okay, that sounds cool.
Yeah, so the only remaining people in this world are children.
Oh,
Right?
I don't like children. Yeah, okay.
Well, you'd be dead, so it wouldn't matter.
Oh, sick.
So, okay. I gave this movie a 5 out of 10. It's not really horror. It has horror elements. I mean, the whole what if every adult died is kind of horrific, you know.
Yeah.
But it's more of a drama. Drama with some romance sprinkled in and stuff like that. But for the most part, it's a drama about these kids who just try to survive in a way. And it's worth a watch, but I just found myself bored at times.
Is it scary?
No.
No.
No. Like, it... Yeah, no. Not really. There is, like, some creepy elements to it, but nothing that's going to fucking frighten you to death. Yes? You have a question, sir?
No, I found a thing. It totally counts. We'll get to it.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, so the park... I mean, I watched it because of the premise, you know? All adults have disappeared and the only people that remain are children. I thought that was interesting enough, so I gave it a watch. And I'm not mad I watched it, but I'll never ever bother again. It's a movie that I think at the end of the year I'm going to forget about.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yep. That's The Park from 2023. I gave it a 5 out of 10.
Nice.
You want to go?
I watched Swarm.
Okay, that was a TV series I watched.
Yeah. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, I mean, we might, since we both watched it, we can discuss it.
Sweet. What did you think? I fucking couldn't stop. I watched a few episodes and I couldn't stop thinking about it. And I wanted to finish it.
Yeah, I binged this in one day. I had the house to myself, and I wasn't in the mood for a movie. I was just like, I want something juicy to snack on, like viewing wise.
I will also say that I'm super biased. I love Donald Glover stuff.
Yeah,
Like, I love Atlanta. I love his tunes. I think he's fucking mad. So when I was like, oh, new Donald Glover show, fucking yeah, easy done.
I never knew he made tunes.
Yeah, Childish Gambino.
Oh, what? Is that him?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck! All right. Wow, I learned something today.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. How many episodes was it? Was it 10 or 8?
9?
I think. Okay, let's just say it was 9. I loved.
It's 7. It's 7.
Was it? Is that 7?
It's 7, but there was. Yeah, just 7.
Okay. I binged 5 episodes in a row, back to back to back, and then I had to stop because I had to go pick up the kids, and I watched the remaining 2 when I came home, and I was super pumped to finish it.
That's what I did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we were like, we put it on at night.
Yeah.
And we were just knocking them out, and then it would just get too late, and then we got back to episode 6, which is a trip.
Yeah.
Because you're like, is this the right show?
That's exactly what I thought. I'm like, did I...
That's funny, dude. Yeah.
So, yeah, the first 5 episodes, I was fucking glued. I was hooked. I'm like, this is great. And then the last 2 episodes happened, and it just completely, like, I fell off.
Really?
I didn't like the last 2 episodes. I was like, this has gotten too weird for me. Even the final episode, I was like, it took me a while. I'm like, is that the main girl? I thought it was a dude.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it was the chick.
No, I got it. But like when it all started, I thought we were going with completely new characters. I didn't know what was happening. And then the ending happening, like the complete ending, and I didn't like it. I wasn't a fan. It didn't wrap up good for me.
Yeah, I don't know if there's like, I feel like this is contained. Like, this is it for that story.
Yeah, and I kind of hope so.
Like, I feel like if we get a Swarm season 2, it'll be maybe a different person with a different person or something.
Yeah, I don't want that. It's just going to be like Scream again.
But we'll see. But I super enjoyed it, man. It was fucking so twisty, dude.
You know,
was,
so...
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off, man. You continue.
It's alright. Alright.
I
know, man. Go.
I read something about this being somewhat true about Beyonce.
Okay.
Okay, fuck, we've gone just crazy here. Just to sum it up, for the listeners that are listening right now to understand what this show is about. Basically, it's about there's this famous singer in the world.
let's say Beyonce-esque singer.
Yeah. And there's a fan who fucking idolizes her, like her number one fan. And if you say anything wrong about this singer, she gets crazy.
Yeah.
And this is on Prime Video, and it says drama comedy.
I saw the funny bits in it.
No, yeah, it's got funny bits in it, but this is horror.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I can see the drama, and it's just another thing that they don't want to bring up horror, but it's horror. It's 100% horror.
I feel like this is something where I could watch like 30 YouTube videos about it later.
I did, and everyone was different, and by the end I'm like, I just want a clear explanation as to what
I'm now more
it
confused.
meant. Yeah, exactly. So, I say give it a go.
What did you think of Billie Eilish's performance? I thought she was quite good.
I agree. Yeah, Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish is kind of attractive. I think Billie Eilish is hot.
Yeah, me too.
I think she needs to sleep, but she's hot.
She does look tired. Little nap.
Yeah. But so you enjoyed this, did you?
Yeah, you couldn't fucking put your finger on it, like where it was going to go.
Yeah.
At almost any point.
Yeah.
I feel like you're like, oh, okay, I think I sort of get what person's about. And then it's like, nah. There's definitely some through line things, but like just the shit that happens, it's hectic. It's definitely like, I can see people loving it or hating it.
Yeah, I honestly, I can see a lot of people really like being in the same ballpark as me, really loving it, and then the ending happened, and they're like, "The fuck."
Yeah, I'm iffy on the ending too, but maybe I don't know. It's a very, I feel like it's a really, I don't know what better word to use, but like it's a smart layered show. I think there's a lot of things if you went back and rewatched it, and were looking for particular things, you'd find a lot to stick your teeth into.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So I think that's the only other thing I watched this week.
Yeah. Okay. And if you are interested in what we're saying, this TV show, it's called Swarm. It's a series, not a TV show, whatever you want to call it. It's on Prime Video, Amazon Prime streaming, whatever. And all the episodes, I think the longest is like 39 minutes. So you can binge it.
You can do it in a night pretty easy.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's coming from me who doesn't watch TV series.
Yeah.
So,
I was surprised, actually, so yeah.
Yeah. Give it a go if you want. It's called Swarm. Okay, so going from Swarm to something completely different, I'm going to go to Thailand. Yes, it is Thailand. I had to double check that.
Nice.
I want to go to Thailand and talk about lake monsters.
Okay.
With
That's cool.
a movie called The Lake. The Lake came out, and this is basically Thailand's version of Godzilla. To be truthful, yeah. It's a strange film. It is. It starts off fucking great, but by the end, it gets pretty weird. And I think for me, the ending kind of let it down a bit. But about 3/4 of this thing, I was pretty digging it. The monster effects in this are pretty cool.
I thought the trailer.
I thought they were
pretty cool.
decent. Yeah, I thought they were actually pretty cool. The acting is...
I like the little hairs on his chinny chin.
The acting is okay, but I felt that the story was way too long, and the ending... Once again, this is another thing where the ending was just strange. And, yeah, it just left a little to be desired for me. See, I don't know if I can recommend this. If you are a monster movie fan, and when I say monster, I'm more referring to like kaiju, Godzilla, King Kong, that type of thing. Even like Cloverfield, shit like that. You may like this. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I gave it a 5 out of 10. Maybe I was not in the right headspace to watch this movie.
A lot of 5s for you this week.
Yeah, I know. I'm
hating on the horror.
I'm not hating it. I don't know. I feel like I just need a good 24-hour sleep
Yeah.
from things. That's why I watched the TV series.
Yep. That's
So,
fair.
yeah. But, I mean, I'm looking on my letterbox now, and most people are actually in agreement with me. There's a lot of 2 stars. There's a lot of 2.5 stars, which I have as 2.5. So maybe I am right. So I don't know. It's all kind of over the place between 3 stars and 2 stars. So yeah,
General consensus is more of a thumbs down.
yeah, exactly. So The Lake from 2023, Thailand's version of Godzilla. If that interests you, yeah, give it a go. Mm-hmm. Okay, the next 2 movies I've got, one will interest you, and I'll save that for last, but the other one that I'm going to bring up is a movie that I watched yesterday, and this movie I had high hopes for, because the poster art fucking really grabbed me. The movie is called Kill Her Goats. Like,
Kill Her Goats.
like killer goats, but it's Kill Her Goats.
Okay.
Right?
Trailer.
You'll know as soon as you watch the trailer that this is not a movie that you will want to watch. Basically, the story is Audra's graduation gift is her dream house, but it soon becomes a living nightmare when some uninvited guests come to her homecoming party who aren't very subtle about the fact they don't approve of the home's new owner. We're talking about a goat-headed slasher killer here. Starring...
Double chainsaw.
Yeah, it's not a fucking chainsaw. It annoyed the shit out of me in this movie.
Oh, sorry.
No, like, go for it. They kept saying, oh, it's chainsaw. Like, even in the credits, the chainsaw goat man, whatever they want to call it. I'm like, it's not a fucking chainsaw. It's a hedge trimmer. And that wouldn't really do much to you unless you really put some force behind it. It's a fucking hedge trimmer. It cuts hedges, not wood or people. Anyway, the killer is played by Kane Hodder. So, if you know who Kane Hodder is, then you know that his choice in movies, besides the big ones like Friday the 13th and Hatchet, they're not very good. This movie...
Has it got some titties in it? Looks like it might have some titties in it.
Okay, so everyone in this movie, besides Kane Hodder and like one dude, every chick in this movie is a Playboy playmate.
They look like it.
It is basically a minor porno.
That's great so far.
It's literally just, it's like the director.
It's like, all right, now you get the shower. Now you make out with her.
Yeah.
All right, and then you're gonna die, but in a bikini, and then your tits are gonna come out.
Oh man. Oh dude, it happens so much. It's like a girl's running away. Oh, I tripped over. My pants fell off.
Oh no!
It happened. It's like the director got these girls and was like, yes, we've got these Playboy playmates. I just want to focus the movie on their tits instead of story or acting. The acting in this is fucking non-existent. It's so bad.
I feel like I'd love this in a shitty movie kind of way.
Maybe you would, because I will give it credit. The gore is actually all practical. There's no CGI in this. There's not great kills, but there is gore in it. There is 5 seconds in, there's a girl standing in the topless in a tent. There is so many tits in this movie.
Nice.
So if you want something to jack off to, but you want to watch a horror movie, then maybe give it a go. But truthfully, this movie's bad. It's bad.
Okay.
And I will just say, I was enjoying it for the first 20, 30 minutes, but then it started to just get old. And I was like, okay. The dialogue is so fucking trash.
If I watch it now, it'll be in my top 10, so...
Well, there's that for you. Dude, I gave this a 3 out of 10.
Dang.
And
okay, I'm curious now.
And I'm looking down on my letterbox, and I see that Don Anelli's seen it, but he hasn't scored it. And Scott Crawford, the trader, is also given it... No, he's given it a 3 out of 10, just like I did.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Too bad Scott's too much of a traitor.
Why is he a traitor now?
Because he cheated on me.
What?
Yeah, he cheated on me.
Scandalous.
I know. You know what? I think it's time that I start really respecting Heather. Because Heather is actually the one that's always been true to herself and never turned her back on me, unlike a certain smoke show out there. So maybe it's time that we swap positions, and instead of saying that bitch, we can start saying I'm not going to say that dick because it will remind me of good times I had with Scott. But I don't know. Scott's a traitor. That's all I'm going to say.
Rude stuff.
Anyway, enough talking about the fucking traitor. I'm going to talk about my last movie that I got a chance to watch, and I finally got a chance to watch it, Mr. Luff.
What is it?
Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I still haven't checked this one out yet.
Okay, look. It's not bad. And
is it top 10 material?
No.
Okay.
Not for
Bottom
me.
10
Not,
material?
Maybe for you. No, it's not that. I went into this knowing and reassuring myself that this wasn't going to be a good movie. It was going to be dumb. It was going to be stupid, and I'm not going to like it. So I went in with the mindset that I'm going to hate this movie. And when I came out, I was like, yeah, I mean, it had some fun moments to it, but it just kind of really didn't have that much of a story to it. And, like, the thing is, it starts off really good. I actually really dug the intro, and I was like, fuck, maybe this is going to be really cool. It actually gives you a story as to why they're doing what they're doing, why they can't talk, which I just assume that they can't talk because maybe that's a rights issue.
Yeah.
But they actually give reason as to why they don't talk in this. So there's no Winnie the Pooh going, or whatever he does. They bring up other characters and explain where they are and things like that, which I liked. Cool. And yes, Christopher Robin is in this.
Nice.
I'm not going to say what happens to him, but you'll have to watch it for yourself. But then the rest of the movie happens, and it just kind of just turns into another fucking typical slasher film with kills that are okay, but I don't know, I just found it to be a little repetitive after a while. Unlike the last movie that we just spoke about, which was Kill Her Goats, this one needed more titties. And there were scenes where you could have had titties, and I was hoping for it, but no, they didn't give it to us.
Boo.
I like this more than I liked Kill Her Goats or The Lake or anything like that. I gave this a 6 out of 10.
Well, you just had a bad week, my dude.
I mean, 6 out of 10 isn't horrible. I liked it more than I didn't.
Yeah, but when your favourite movie's a 6 out of 10.
True.
You know?
True. But I don't know. I don't think I'll watch this again. And it kind of ends really abruptly, too. Like, the credits start rolling, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Where's the rest of ya?
Okay, yeah. I hate that shit.
Yeah, like, it sets up for a sequel. I will say that.
Interesting.
I think that you should watch it. I think it's a movie that everyone has to watch to talk about at the end of the year, whether they like it or they didn't. I'm seeing a lot of 7 out of 10s here. I've even heard people give this an 8 out of 10. At the same time, I'm seeing a lot of 1 stars. I'm seeing a half a star here. So it's all around the block.
Yeah, okay.
Don't go in expecting fucking high art, obviously.
No, I wasn't. Like, I wasn't expecting A24's Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Yeah, no.
But, I don't know. I was kind of more expecting Terrifier with Winnie the Pooh.
I mean, some people will call it that. But
you know, you're mad.
What?
Like a Candyman Pooh hybrid thing where he, like, controls the bees and stuff.
Well, I mean, he kind of does.
Okay.
No spoilers, but yeah, you'll see when you see it. Yeah, so Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I liked it more than I did, but I doubt that I'm going to talk about it at the end of the year.
Yeah, okay.
Unless I get
Fair
like
enough.
a second life in me and decide that it's great, which I doubt
Yeah.
it. Yeah, so that's, I think... Oh, no, sorry.
What else you done?
I gave it a 6.5 out of 10. My apologies.
Wow. Round it up, that's a 7.
Yeah, okay. Fucking 7, whatever. Yeah, so that's all the horrors I've done for the past couple of weeks.
Cool.
So,
I'm on brand with doing like one thing, no matter how much time has passed.
I'm just going to give you a list of movies to watch.
Sure.
You have to watch An American Werewolf in London
Yeah.
and Winnie the Pooh and The Greasy Strangler.
Oh, what's that again? It's been a while.
It has, actually. I'd watch it again, too. Yeah. I don't know, man. There's nothing really that's coming out that's really grabbing my attention.
What do you look forward to of the month?
Well, I still want to see Scream,
Yeah.
but I just don't have a chance to get to the cinemas. And I do want to see 65, which is at the cinemas now, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know if I want to see that. I'm not hearing much about it.
Neither am I, actually.
So, which tells me that maybe it's not super worth going out of my way to see.
Yeah. Which sucks. But...
I'm looking forward to Evil Dead this month.
So am I, actually. That's coming out next month, actually. It's coming out soon, isn't it?
Yeah, and, well, I'm talking like when the show's released, you know what I mean? Like,
What show?
should be like April, like this show.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Well, we'll see when it sees. Anyway, alright. I'm done talking about what else we've done. I think it's time to talk about wrestling.
Fine. I mean, I'd leave the show, and then here we are. You know,
It's going to be fun. It's a horror included. So no stress.
okay.
Alright, calm your fucking shit!
No.
Alright,
Okay, fine.
feature presentation.
And now for our feature presentation.
'Tis the season of wrestling this week with WrestleMania. Actually, it would have already happened when this episode got released on the free feed. If you're Patreon, you're hearing it before WrestleMania, so congrats. But yes, it is WrestleMania this week, and I
have a question, just
Yeah.
real quick. What's
Yeah.
the card? Is it interesting?
there's some matches that I'm keen for. Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns for the title.
Oh, really? Cool.
Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul.
Yeah, all right. I hate that cunt. Seriously.
So do I. But he is good in the ring.
He's a piece of shit human.
Dominic Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio.
Finally. Haven't they done this already?
No.
They're saving it for WrestleMania, I guess.
Yeah. Edge versus Finn Balor in a Hell in a Cell match.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's some matches that I'm interested in. And I mean, it's WrestleMania, so you know they're going to bring out all the stops.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar's versus Omos.
Sick. I thought Brock Lesnar was going to verse a tractor or some shit this time.
So, I mean, look, on paper, excuse me, on paper, I'm not that hyped with it, but I mean, it's WrestleMania, so
It's
it's always
WrestleMania.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like watching the grand final of football and your team's not playing.
Yeah.
It's still going to be entertaining. So,
Especially when, like, Cody's headlining and how you feel about Cody.
well, if you want to know how I feel, you can check out the Dummies of Wrestling show that came out earlier this week
Oh, yeah?
with my thoughts on that.
Okay.
But, yeah. But I thought we would do something interesting here and talk about wrestlers that have appeared or starred in horror movies.
Yeah.
And we're just going to go through a list that I've got here of different wrestlers. We're going to talk about the wrestlers themselves and then the movies and talk about the movies if they're any good or worth watching.
Sure.
We did watch a few, and there's movies on this list that I'm sure that you would have seen before or know of. So,
Yeah.
much like the first one that we're going to bring up, that a lot of people, I'm sure if you're a horror fan, you've seen this movie that I'm going to bring up. It's a very mixed bag of thoughts from people. Some people fucking love it, like myself. Other people cannot stand this movie. I'm talking about Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Oh.
Yep. There is a wrestler in this movie. Do you want to guess who the wrestler plays? Don't just off the top of your head. Don't just fucking Google it. You've already Googled it, haven't you?
No, I haven't actually. I haven't. Michael Myers?
Yes. You fucking Google machine. Yeah. So Tyler Mane played Michael Myers, and like Tyler Mane is famous for doing things. He was in X-Men. He's in a lot of fucking movies, but he played who was Wolverine's fucking Sabretooth.
Sabretooth?
Yeah. And he played Ajax in Troy.
Oh, yeah, I know the dude. Yep.
Yep. So he played Michael Myers in Rob Zombie's Halloween. But a lot of people don't know that he was, before being an actor, he was actually a wrestler.
Was he in the Wee Wee, or was he like just like a local wrestler?
Well, he started off being a local wrestler, wrestling in like South Africa and like United Kingdom and things like that. But he did go to WCW in 1993.
Oh, nice. Okay.
He wrestled under the name Big Sky and teamed with Vinny Vegas, who, if you don't know who Vinny Vegas is, we're going to talk about him later. He changed his name to a guy called Diesel in WWF.
Oh.
And then later joined WCW under the name Kevin Nash, his real name. And I guess the rest is history. If you don't know who Kevin Nash is, you don't really know wrestling.
Yeah.
Big sexy. But yeah, he was in WCW for a while. He signed in 1993, and he was left in limbo after Vinny Vegas went and joined WWF as Diesel, and then he left WCW in 1994, and then in 1996 he retired. So yeah, he wasn't a wrestler for too long, but he did. I mean, he was trained by Stu Hart.
That's cool.
So, yeah. I never really got a chance to watch him wrestle. It was way before my time.
Yeah.
But, I mean, as an actor, I
Big imposing dude.
Yeah. Sorry, I just realized right now his actual name is Daryl Carolot. It's not Tyler Mane.
Oh.
That's disappointing.
Sorry,
Anyway.
Daryl.
Yeah, fucking Daryl.
Dazza.
Yeah, what do you think about Rob Zombie's Halloween?
I don't hate it. Like, 2 sucks. But I didn't mind the first one. 2 has
its moments. The whole intro opening scene's great.
I've definitely seen worse Rob Zombie movies. I think of the Rob Zombie movies, this is in the upper echelon of them.
Yeah, I agree. And I can hear the girly screams of Rob Hungy right now going, no!
That's because I said movie.
Yeah.
I didn't like those.
That's right. Rob's all there screaming, no, Rob Zombie sucks. He only did one good movie and it's The Monsters. Yeah, where's my...
Really? That's his one good movie?
Yeah, it's the only Rob Zombie movie he likes. He's there just screaming, where's my CM Punk teddy and my Crocs? I'm gonna go to bed now. Fucking Rob. So yeah, Tyler Mane, wrestler in Halloween. No one really remembers him as a wrestler though, so that's why I put him at the first list.
It's a stretch.
Yeah. The next guy I'm going to talk about is a wrestler that you probably never heard of. And myself included, I never heard about this guy either. But he's a wrestler. His name is Tor Johnson.
Tor Johnson, eh?
Yeah. So little update on Tor Johnson. He was a Swedish professional wrestler who worked as both a wrestler and a horror movie actor from the 1930s to the 1960s. His most known role was in the science fiction film often lovingly called The Worst of All Time, which was Ed Wood's Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Oh, I really want to watch that, man.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen it, so I can't comment on it. But the movie I'm going to talk about is a movie called Night of the Ghouls. This was another Ed Wood movie, and Johnson starred as Lobo, a character he also played in Bride of the Monster. And in some fun trivia, there was a biopic about Ed Wood.
Yeah.
It stars Johnny Depp and heaps of other people. George the Animal Steel played Tor Johnson in the biopic.
That's cool.
You know who you know who George the Animal Steel is, don't you?
Vaguely.
You'd probably know if you saw pictures of him. He's like the fucking hairiest wrestler ever, and he used to just bite the turnbuckles and get all the fucking fluff out of the turnbuckles. Yeah.
Oh, vaguely. That's funny.
Yeah. But I try to watch Night of the Ghoul. It's on YouTube right now, if you want to watch it. It's from 1959, I believe. Black and white. I tried watching it. I just was not in the right headspace, so I had to turn it off.
Oh, it's on Prime. Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Oh, is it? There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Ed Wood's movies are easily to get, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Night of the Ghouls, if you want to watch it, I'm sure it's fucking everywhere, but it's on YouTube, so you can watch it there. I can't really comment on it because I kind of fell asleep, so...
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, let's get to movies that people have seen. I think you've seen this one. A little movie called Santa's Sleigh.
You don't know me. Maybe?
Starring Bill Goldberg.
No, I have not.
What? Really? You've never seen Santa's Sleigh?
No.
Dude, we gotta fucking show you this.
Unless you made me watch it, why don't we save it for Christmas? But like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta do a Christmas episode. Well, I mean, July's coming up in a few months. Christmas in July.
Yeah, we can do that.
Huh. So basically, okay, Santa's Sleigh is honestly, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a massive Goldberg fan, but Santa's Sleigh...
Drescher's in it?
Never mind. You'll watch the movie eventually.
Yeah, okay.
Santa's Sleigh is honestly one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time because it's so fucking funny. It's great.
It's really silly.
Basically, the story of Santa's Sleigh is Santa Claus is actually a demon who lost a bet with an angel, so he becomes the giver of toys and happiness, but when the bet is off, he returns to his evil ways. And Santa is played by Goldberg. And just goes around killing people.
No one can beat him.
I mean, yeah. And yes, he does spear tackle someone in this movie as Santa.
Oh my god.
It's fucking great. It's so good. It's so fucking great. I love this movie so much.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Dude, if you have not seen Santa's Sleigh, highly, highly recommend. It's a must-watch for Christmas time. If you're in the mood for it. It
looks like, just really silly.
It is.
It looks like I'd love it, honestly.
I honestly think you would. Like, even just, like, the lines in it, the line delivery from Goldberg. Like,
it's giving me Jingle All the Way vibes.
Yeah.
And I love that movie.
Except with gore.
Yeah, okay. Sick.
Like, there's a scene where Santa goes to a strip club, like Goldberg. And he sees the girls and he looks at them and goes, ho, ho, hoes. And it's fucking great.
That's silly. That's some silly stuff.
What do you think about Goldberg?
Overrated. He to me, because I was a wee wee boy, he was always like a Stone Cold ripoff to me. In my head, just because they're both bald in my stupid child head.
Yeah.
So like, I never really had access to WCW, so I didn't really know what he was doing. I just, see him in the wrestling magazines and shit, and I'm like, this guy thinks he's Stone Cold. I'm like, nobody's fucking Stone Cold.
But he's bigger than Stone Cold, like in body mass wise.
Oh no, I know all that shit, and he's completely different style, and like,
and he beat more people than Stone Cold. It's true. It's a fact.
Did he do more beers than Stone Cold? I don't fucking think so.
Why do you care about more beers? You don't even drink.
Yeah, but it's part of his character.
Well, it wasn't part of Goldberg's character.
Yeah, I know, but it was part of Stone Cold's character. Stone Cold's character was better.
Well,
Did he wear more leg braces than Steve Austin?
I bet you Goldberg did more jackhammers than Steve Austin.
I bet you Steve Austin did more stunners than Goldberg.
Yeah. I bet you Goldberg did more super kicks that ended stupid wrestlers' careers.
I bet Steve Austin has a less Jewish name than Goldberg.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know what you're getting
It's
at.
just something that's different.
Goldberg has a better beard than Austin. Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Goldberg for the win.
Yeah, why not? I don't know. I don't care. I have no real dog in this race.
I feel like I'm the only person on Earth that fucking sticks up for Goldberg.
I don't care about Goldberg.
Everyone hates him. Everyone.
I like his show, The Goldbergs.
That's not his... Oh, God. Shut up.
That's really funny. He's
I've
in
never-
it.
Well, he's in like one episode, isn't he?
Yeah.
What does he do in that show?
I think he's a coach.
Is his name Goldberg in it?
I don't think so. I think everybody else's name is The Goldbergs in it.
Oh. Freddy Krueger was in an episode.
Yeah, I know.
That's so weird.
It's a really good show. I
Is
like
it?
it. Yeah. Because it's all like 80s nostalgia stuff. So there's like horror episodes and wrestling episodes. And
Oh, man.
yeah, it's all about like this little Jewish kid growing up in the suburbs in the 80s.
So it's basically about Goldberg's life.
Yeah.
Mad. God, I love Goldberg.
But like Adam Goldberg, the writer and producer, not so much Bill Goldberg.
There's more Jewish people called Goldberg? What?
One or two.
Wow. Anyway, Santa Slay
I mean,
is fucking
not
great.
if Kanye had his way. Oh wait, no, Kanye likes Jewish people now. My bad.
I don't care.
Do you want to hear it? It's ridiculous.
Go on. What did Kanye West say now?
Kanye tweeted that he watched 21 Jump Street and Jonah Hill made him not hate Jews anymore.
Is Jonah Hill Jewish?
Yeah.
Why? What? Okay, why does he hate Jews in the first place?
He was all hating on Jews for a bit, and then he got dropped from like everything. And then he was like sympathizing with Hitler and shit, all sorts of crazy stuff.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was insane. Anyway, what's the next movie?
I mean, it doesn't surprise me. This coming from a guy who claims he's the best rock star of all time.
Yeah.
Corey Taylor's from Slipknot. His reaction to that was the best.
Yeah, what did he say?
He said, "The fact that you have to say that you're the best just proves that you're not." Like, thank you, Corey.
I love Corey.
All right, so next wrestling horror movie. Let's talk about one that has multiple wrestlers on it, and I tried my absolute hardest to find this movie and watch it. But I couldn't.
If it's what if it's what I think it is, then yeah, me too.
What do you think it is?
Versus?
Yeah.
I really wanted to watch it. It looks fucking sick.
Yeah. Pro wrestlers versus zombies we're talking about.
Sick in a Monster Brawl kind of way, but sick nonetheless.
Apparently, by all accounts, it's fucking horrible. And I mean, I watched the trailer. It looks horrible.
Okay, I'm gonna watch the trailer now.
Yeah, do it. It looks horrible in the fact that, like, it looks dumb as shit. And really poorly acted. But at the same time, I kind of want to watch it. So the story is, famous wrestlers are pitted against hordes of the undead when they unknowingly walk into a death trap. So this stars Roddy Piper,
Yep.
the rowdy one himself, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Matt Hardy,
Yep.
famous from the Hardy Boys, Rebby Hardy, who is Matt Hardy's wife, Shane Douglas, the franchise Shane Douglas. Who else is ours? Sorry, there's more. Kurt Angle, Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle.
Yep.
And I think that was it.
Didn't I see the Miz on there too? Maybe I was
No, because this is... I don't think WWE
Pre-Miz.
would have let The Miz do it.
Yeah.
Miz has been in other movies, but not this. But yeah, look, I watched the trailer because that's all I could find.
It looks so bad.
It looks horrible. But,
Like the goal looks very like syrupy.
yeah. It looks like something I'd like to watch.
Yeah.
So,
It looks like a Juggalo production,
pretty much, yeah.
right?
Which
yeah.
interests me.
You know what I think happened in like 1999 or whatever the fuck?
Uh-huh.
I think The Matrix came out and it like... Sorry, I'll turn that down. The Matrix came out and it like ruined movies for the next 5 years.
Why do you say that?
I'm just watching Blade Trinity and it just wants to be The Matrix so bad.
So, I've never seen The Matrix, so can you explain this?
The aesthetic, the long trench coats, the overly complicated fight scenes, all the kind of like dance music shit
Yeah.
as well, like all that all that shit, all Matrix.
Really?
So I feel like Blade was just a Matrix ripoff, and it was why everybody had a fucking big duster to be cool. Everybody wore sunglasses and did like fucking gun tricks and fucking whatever else.
Maybe you're right.
Like, I feel like I'm just getting such Matrix vibes, and I'm like, what did that before, mate? Why were all these fucking 2000s movies like this? I'm like, oh, because they're just trying to make that Matrix money.
Yeah. But I mean, that happens with everything. You look at Jaws and how many rip-offs did Jaws make?
Oh, no, for sure. But I was just like, I'm like, why is everything like this? And I'm like, oh, it's because of the Matrix.
Yeah.
And because I was watching The Mummy, and I was like, this is just a good, solid fucking movie. Like, it's not trying to do anything. It's not trying to be Indiana Jones. It's its own thing, right?
Yep.
Whereas this feels like they just wanted to make more Matrix, but they needed, like...
A vampire story underneath it.
Yeah, they were just like, well, what can we use to do that? And then they're like, well, Blade has a big trench coat. He's from the comics. We'll just use that. They're pretty cheap right now. Like Marvel Comics characters at the time were fucking super cheap.
Yeah.
Because they almost sold Marvel Comics back then.
Oh, really?
Well, that's why Spider-Man and all that came out, because they sold off their main characters to Fox and Sony
and everything. Yeah.
because they were going broke.
Wow. And now look at them.
And then they made fucking Iron Man, and Favreau fucking just fucking polished that dick. Do you know what I mean? Like, of that fucking movie.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, fuck, man. I want some of that Marvel dick. Mm-hmm. And then it just happened. It took off, you know?
So, okay, let's talk about Blade Trinity.
Sure.
Because you watched it.
Watching.
You're watching it now? Oh, you're halfway
Yeah,
through. Okay.
I was literally, that's why I was like, putting it together, you know?
Yeah. So, I saw this in the cinemas because Triple H is in it. That was my big selling
I saw it
point.
because I fucking loved Blade.
Yeah, not fair. But I haven't seen it since. And I remember when it came out, like, everyone's saying, oh, that movie sucked. I liked it. But what
I also liked it. I used to watch it all the time, and I had such a fucking man crush on Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Because I love Two Guys, a Girl, Pizza Place. Mm-hmm. And he was just basically being the snippy dude from Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place, but with abs and killing vampires.
Yeah.
Like, he was on a fucking hot streak, too, at the time. Like, it was like this and Amityville, and, like, he was doing some shit.
Yeah.
So when he just got to make jokes all the time, and I'm like, oh, you can be cool and make jokes all the time? I didn't know you could do that. That's cool.
And then it had Jessica Biel in it from, like I jerked off so many times.
Seventh Heaven.
Well, that and, like, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I jerked off so
Oh, yeah,
much
that
to
too.
her in that movie.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, Triple H is... I remember, like, Triple H had a line about someone killed his dogs, and it actually was funny to me. What he said to them.
We got raped in the ass. We got ass raped or something. And I'm like, that's hectic.
Triple H is a fucking badass. I love Triple H.
This is the one where he just I was just watching the bit where like Ryan Reynolds calls what's her face, like the main chickie, cock juggling thunder cunt, which is so funny.
Cock juggling thunder. She actually says cunt?
He says cunt, yeah.
Oh.
He calls her a cock juggling thunder cunt.
Oh. That is... He actually says that. That's a line in the movie?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's when he's getting tortured. And he's got the chains on.
Fuck. Oh, yeah. It's been a while since I watched the third Blade movie. Maybe
Like,
I'll
look-
redo it.
Objectively, it's a shit movie, but I fucking have fun with it, man. I think it's a mad blockbuster movie.
Yeah, okay.
Like, there's a lot of dumb shit that happens in it, like a lot of weird sequences and stuff like that. But I don't know. Overall, it's just stupid fun, personally.
Yeah. Yeah, I might need to rewatch it.
But yeah, as far as Triple H and stuff,
Yep.
he's all right. He doesn't really get much to do. You know they don't feed him too many lines. He's not delivering a soliloquy or anything. Like
He's not a main character in this.
no, he's muscle. You know, he's like, ugh, and then he like fucking licks that dog or whatever. Like
Weird.
they make that weird Pomeranian fucking vampire dog thing, and he's like giving it kisses. But yeah, basically he's just like, "Urgh."
Yeah, okay.
Lines akin to "Urgh."
Well, let's stick with Evolution here,
Sure.
meeting the wrestling group, which had Triple H and Randy Orton and Ric Flair, and also
Not the David Duchovny movie.
no, not that one. No, I'm talking about the
movie. That's a
wrestling
good
group
movie.
Evolution,
Oh, okay.
who's
the other member?
Batista. I shouldn't do that.
You can't do Batista this week.
Gee, okay, I can't do that.
That's why we can't talk about Heather.
Yeah, that's true.
That bitch.
No, we're being nice to Heather this
Very
week.
nice. Sorry.
It's that traitor. Anyway, so Batista, obviously knocking the cabin from this year, but I want to talk about Army of the Dead
Sure.
because I fucking love that movie. That was so much fun. That movie.
It was a
And-
good movie. Like I'm not saying like it was my favorite movie of the year or anything, but it was fun. I was actually keen for the sequel and stuff.
Yeah, I thought it was coming out like last year or something, and nothing.
No. Well, they were talking about like a series and all this other shit, and then I guess it didn't fucking
Yeah.
hit as hard as it was supposed to hit.
Well, unless they're still making it, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. No idea. But I think he's good in it. Batista's a really good fucking actor.
Yeah, he showed his skills in Knock at the Cabin, definitely.
Dude, Knock at the Cabin, like, I don't mean to stray too far outside fucking horror, but he's fucking fantastic in Dune. He was fantastic in that Glass Onion movie. He's I think he's just hitting it out of the park. It's the, you know, I feel like he wants to be the next Rock, for sure. And I feel like he's a better actor than The Rock. By, like, 10.
I think most people agree with that as well. I've heard a lot of people saying that he's already better than The Rock. I wonder how The Rock feels about this, though.
Oh, he's crying into his billions of dollars of tequila money.
Probably, yeah.
I don't think he's losing much sleep.
Do you reckon it gets under his skin, though, at all?
Maybe, like, but as far as, like, success, you can't really, like...
Like, obviously,
So-
yes, the Rock's better off.
I feel like after the whole Shazam thing, I feel like the ego's kind of getting to him. And maybe
Yeah.
that is why he's making all those ego moves.
Probably.
Like, I feel like it's like almost like a Schwarzenegger Stallone type situation.
Yeah.
Like, where they're just, like, pulling all these big moves to try and outdo each other.
Do you reckon that Batista's up there yet?
I don't think so. As far as, like, super megastar,
Yeah.
I don't think so. He's a fucking fantastic actor. But The Rock is just, like... He made himself into a fucking superstar. Like... A person a person where you throw The Rock at a movie and it makes $1 million.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's been so many movies, I can't even fucking name any of them where it's just a Rock vehicle and it just makes money anyway. Like fucking certain markets, like internationally, love fucking Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah. China and all that.
Yeah, like as far as like his acting chops and shit, nothing compared to Batista. But as far as like star power, 1,000,000 times bigger than Batista.
Yeah. Which I wonder why.
Dunno? Steroids?
No, he claims he doesn't do them.
Sure he doesn't.
So
So his head looks like a fucking watermelon.
I believe Dwayne Johnson doesn't do steroids.
I believe that you believe Dwayne Johnson doesn't do steroids.
He's as innocent as Liver King.
Of course. Of course. Famous non-steroid user, the Liver King.
Yeah. Did you see how Liver King... obviously he got busted.
Yeah.
He then posted another video like a few months later, like saying that he doesn't do steroids.
He got busted.
You fucking just admitted that you did. Oh, fuck. Anyway.
Anyway.
Okay, well, speaking about The Rock,
Sure.
The Mummy Returns. Horror.
Well, fucking...
Nah.
Tangentially. Like, I mean, horror like The Mummy is horror in, like, the 60s. I mean, I guess it's horror. It's a monster, right? Like, even though it is a family-friendly adventure ride.
Yeah.
I guess. Okay, controversial take. I'd say it's as horror as Pirates of the Caribbean.
You know what? You're not wrong.
You're
really not.
They're undead.
Yeah.
A ship of fucking ghosts.
Yeah.
Like, what? How is that not horror?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess you're not wrong.
Like, yeah, it's adventure and family, but so is like Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
So
That's
if you could
true.
if you could call that horror, then I call fucking this horror, and I call fucking Pirates horror.
Okay,
Eat,
well,
eat my shit, everyone. Come fight me.
then we can call the Terminator horror. I mean, the Terminator is definitely horror. It's a slasher
It's horror for sure. Yeah.
Speaking about another movie that I will back, that is a horror movie 100%, but a lot of people will tell me I'm wrong. Predator.
You're wrong. It's action sci-fi.
Yeah, you sound like so many people.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Fucking Jesse Ventura has the fucking best lines in this movie. Hands down. For me, anyway.
Oh, you reckon over Arnold's?
Yeah. And just the delivery.
Yeah, I mean...
Like Dutch has good lines, but I can remember way more of, like, fucking, if a bleeding good shit, like...
That was Arnold that said that.
Nah, well, I made Jesse say it now.
Jesse said... Well, his name is Blaine in the movie.
Yeah.
Blaine goes, I ain't got time to bleed.
That's the shit. That's so good.
And probably his best line, my favorite, is, this stuff will make you... What does he say? This will make you like a sexual tyrannosaurus. Just like me.
It's so ridiculous.
Did you...
It was so good. I looked, every time he fucking popped up on screen, I was just laughing.
Did you hear the prank that they pulled on Jesse on the set of Predator?
Oh man, I wouldn't be pulling any pranks on Jesse, but yeah, what did they do?
So, Arnold noticed that Jesse was like trying to see how big Arnold's arms were. So
He was just like,
yeah, he was trying to measure him up to see if he compared. And so Arnold played a prank on him and got like the wardrobe person to measure his arms but cut it down to size.
Oh, yeah, okay. So thought like
And
they're
then-
way smaller.
Yeah, and then Jesse like tried to like size it up and realized that his was bigger. And he walked around and said all cocky and goes, I got bigger arms than Arnold. and then the news got broken to him and everyone laughed at him.
And he's like, bleh.
I mean, Jesse
funny.
Ventura is not a small dude.
No, but he's not fucking Mr. Olympia.
Yeah. But I mean, what can we say about Predator that hasn't already been said on this show in particular?
On this show in particular, on other shows,
Yeah.
do we do one?
We've done Predator so many fucking times on this show.
But do we do Predator for Schwarzenegger?
No, not yet. We haven't done a Schwarzenegger episode for a while either. Oh, it's been a while.
Sorry, patrons.
Yeah, we need to get back on that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right. This is one that made me laugh. I had to put it down. Do you remember the wrestler Hornswoggle?
Sure do. I've seen this fucking movie too.
Hornswoggle, if you don't remember, was a midget, or what are they called? Little person now.
Little person.
Who played as an Irish leprechaun in WWE.
To be sure.
And he was also in a movie called Leprechaun Origins, which had honestly nothing to do with leprechauns at all.
Because I was on a mad leprechaun kick a few years ago.
Yeah.
On the show. And I was super keen. And I was like, oh man, they're getting a Hornswoggle to fucking... Because I knew about Hornswoggle.
Yeah.
To play the leprechaun. This would be mad. Because he like practically played one on WWE anyway.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, they'll put him in the prosthetics and shit and he'll be the fucking leprechaun.
I'm the
You know?
leprechaun.
I'm the leprechaun. But no, they make him into a fucking weird dog troll.
Yeah, like a goblin thing.
Yeah, and I'm just like, it was easily the worst, by far, leprechaun movie.
Yeah. You're making me fucking die here.
Sorry.
Just the way you say leprechaun. I remember.
Leprechaun.
I've only seen this
Basically,
movie.
just doing an impression of like Mike Myers saying it
Yeah.
in grade 12.
I know, but it makes me laugh. Right, Stubby, you're kind of freaking me out now.
I'm a leprechaun.
So I remember watching this movie. I've only seen it the one time, and I watched this when me and my wife started dating. And I came over to her house, and her dad had it downloaded. And I'm like, oh, I've been waiting to watch this for ages. Let's watch it.
Yeah,
So we
because he
did.
purchased it off Google or Apple iTunes or something.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. That's what my father-in-law does.
Mm-hmm.
And I was watching it, and I remember being so fucking disappointed at the end that I think I just went home that day. It's like,
I don't care for you or your family.
I don't feel like having sex with you today. I gotta go home and cry.
Oh, dude. Like, it was like, I'm like, oh, man. And they're like, Hornswoggle from WWE all over the fucking promo shit and everything. And it's like, okay, what does that make him do? Run around on all fours?
Yeah, pretty much. It doesn't even seem like it's a human doing it.
It was the worst. Like, upsetting movie for something so campy, so easy to do. Like, are they making a sequel to the like most recent one that came out? Is that happening?
I haven't heard anything about it, but that
was a good movie.
it was fucking great. I loved it. I had so much fun with it.
Yeah. I mean, and the
so-
fun thing with the Leprechaun movies is literally every movie you can just change the fucking rules.
I mean, yeah. They do.
Yeah.
I would like to see Warwick Davis return to it.
Mad.
I mean, he's not Robert Englund. He's not old. He just did Willow, so...
He's got nothing to do anymore.
Shut up. Why do you bring that up? Why do you cut me deep?
oh, just to hurt you.
Arsehole. Let's get back to Rob Zombie.
Ciao.
Rob's there. No! I don't want to talk about
Jimmy. Squeaking his crocs.
Where's my Simon and Garfunkel album? The Devil's Rejects. In my opinion, Rob Zombie's best movie.
I also think so. I think. I can't remember.
I think, yeah, you did. Yeah. Oh,
I think so.
I can actually go and check if you want me to.
Go on. I'll wait.
While I do that,
Sure.
Diamond Dallas Page.
Oh, I love DDP. I really do.
So do I.
Um,
Sorry. You gave Devil's Rejects and House of a Thousand Corpses both. Oh, no, sorry. No, yeah. No. Devil's Rejects was your favourite. You gave it a 6 point. You gave it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yep, there you
Tracks.
go. Okay, so yes, Diamond Dallas Page. I'm a WCW fan. Have been all my life and will continue to be so, even though it's dead and gone. But Diamond Dallas Page is one of my favourites from that era.
Yeah.
And even today, even today, he's still fucking kicking ass and he's almost in his 70s.
Yeah, doing DDP yoga and shit.
Yeah. Have you ever done DDP yoga?
No, it looks hard.
It is. But it fucking works.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, it's actually, there's no weights involved, nothing, but it kicks your ass. But yeah, you feel, if you do it for a while, your body feels fucking great.
That's mad.
I need to get back onto it.
You look like you need to get back on it.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
It's all right.
Lost 20 kilos and you still call me fat. You're a good friend.
20 more to go.
Motherfucker.
Love you.
I don't love you. Shut up. Yeah, but Diamond Dallas Page is fucking great. Hall of Famer for good reasons. One of the best wrestling finishers ever.
The cutter.
And the Diamond Cutter.
Diamond cutter.
I will back that. You may hear that in an upcoming episode.
Really?
Soon.
I'm taking the mandible claw to the end, but we'll see.
Fuck off. Alright, what else we got? Okay. I think this next one is when you hear wrestlers in horror movie, this is the one that most people will think of.
Yeah.
And that's a little movie called See No Evil with Glenn Jacobs, a.k.a. Kane. That's gotta be Kane!
Yes.
Have you seen this? See No Evil?
Yeah. Yeah, I have.
Have you seen
It's
the
good.
sequel?
And yes. That wasn't good.
I can't really remember the sequel, to be honest.
I remember, because I hadn't seen either of them, and then I think I watched it in, when we were doing that, watch a million movies to punish yourself for existing.
Okay.
Competition.
Yep.
And I watched both of them, and I remember really enjoying one, and then two sucking assholes.
I think you're right.
From memory.
I like See No Evil. I think my problem with the sequel was how does he survive? Bit of spoilers for See No Evil, the first one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of crazy how he survives because the way he dies. Really? Can anyone survive that?
No.
If you remember.
No.
Either way, what do you think about Glenn Jacobs as a serial killer?
Makes sense.
He looks the part.
Yeah, you pretty much, that was pretty much his wrestling character.
Yeah.
You just have him stomping around, fucking picking up people and murdering them. It makes sense to me, dude. He wasn't giving a heartfelt performance or anything, but he was just doing his fucking thing. If you just need a huge, imposing dude to stalk around and fucking be a menace,
Yeah.
perfect. And that's what he did.
The only thing that disappointed me was he never did a choke slam.
Yeah, I kind of wanted a choke slam.
I love it when wrestlers actually do their finishing move in the movie.
Yeah.
But
I mean, The Rock does it in, what was it, Welcome to the Jungle or something? No, not Welcome to the Jungle. It was early days.
the
one with Sean Scott or some shit.
Yeah, the Welcome to the Jungle, the rundown.
Is that what it was?
I'm sure it was that.
Whatever that
Well,
fucking movie was, he does a fucking rock bottom.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that one. It was called Welcome to the Jungle here, or it was called something else in America. I can't remember. But anyway. All right, let's get on to the next one. Rowdy Piper. Again,
Yeah.
talking about They Live.
I don't think I've seen They Live.
Oh, wow. This is a movie that I think you should watch it. I think this will interest you the most.
Okay.
Directed by John Carpenter.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in.
A lot of social commentary in this one that I think will interest you. But the one thing that I do remember about this film is there's a fight scene between Roddy Piper and Keith. I think it's Keith David, not David Keith. Yes, Keith David. And the fight scene goes for about 10 to 15 minutes.
Really?
And it's so fucking good. It's like the
Really?
best fight scene on film ever. Yep.
They Live fight scene.
Yeah. Just watch that. It's so good. And it goes for so long, but it's so entertaining at the same time. They just punch the shit out of each other. But that movie is really, really good. I mean, most people that have seen that, I'm sure, are listening right now. But if you haven't seen They Live, go and watch it, definitely. Roddy Piper is actually a really good actor. I think, anyway. You're watching the scene right now, aren't you?
No. he didn't just punch that dude in the face.
Yeah. All right. We're here for Luffy in about 10 minutes. I'll continue with things. Next one we've got is Chris Jericho, Y2J himself. He's been in a couple. Most recently, he was in Terrifier 2.
What shot me in Terrifier 2 was like he was like all over the start of the movie, like as far as the credits and shit.
Yep.
And then I'm like, where the fuck is Jericho? I'm like, was Jericho just in the fucking background or something?
That's what I thought, yeah. Yeah, I'm like, no way they're just putting him in the background. And then, yeah, right at the end, there he is.
There he is. He's like fucking just right there as a nurse.
The Ayatollah of rock and roll himself. He doesn't really do much in the movie, though. He says a few lines, and that's kind of it. Yeah. He was in another movie in, like, 2006 called Albino Farm, I think it's
goes
called.
for so long. Yeah.
Oh, he's still in the fight scene.
Yeah, I'm done now.
He was in a movie, I think it's called Albino Farm.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Farm
sure.
Albinos.
Yeah. I remember hiring it. 2009, there you go. I remember, like, renting it fucking, like, back when it came out.
Mm.
I don't remember anything about it. But I don't remember it being very good.
Sounds great.
Yeah, it also stars Tamin Sursok, who was in Home and Away. But she's super
Tasman.
hot.
Yeah.
Tasman?
Tasman?
And Dwayne Whitaker as well, who's been in, like, everything. Yeah, I think I should go rewatch it. It's been fucking years since I saw that. The story is college students exploring the Chesapeake Mountains for a school assignment stumble upon a group of scary redneck cave dwellers. That's got me written all over it, 100%.
Yeah, man.
I like that shit. Alright, let's get into the one that we both watched. To kind of wrapping this show up.
Sure.
There is a movie out there that is literally horror meets professional wrestling.
Ish.
And the movie is called Monster Brawl. We're going to take a break now to listen to this trailer because this movie is fucking ridiculous. And we'll be back with our thoughts on Monster Brawl in a second.
They've been out there for centuries, lurking in the shadows, rotting in our stories and myths, and buried in our nightmares. For the time will come when monsters will shape the fortunes of all.
Good evening, monster fans in Canada, Newfoundland, and the United States of America.
Dave Foley, Art Hindle, Robert Maillet, Kevin Nash, Jimmy Hart, Herb Dean, Jason Brown, featuring Cyclops, the Mummy, Lady Vampire, Zombie Man, Witch Bitch, Swamp Gut, Werewolf, Frankenstein. 8 legendary monsters from around the world summoned to the ring to determine the most powerful monster of all time.
I'm gonna be late for the Monster Brawl!
It's the ultimate fight of the living dead.
He's gotta throw everything at this fat son of a bitch!
Monster Brawl.
Anyone who watches Monster Brawl is going home in a body bag.
Monster Brawl from 2011. The story of this, if you didn't get it from the trailer, is 8 classic monsters fight to the death in an explosive wrestling tournament set inside an abandoned and cursed graveyard. This one, the movie's basically just like a WrestleMania or a wrestling pay-per-view, just set with monsters instead of wrestlers.
All I got was like mad celebrity deathmatch vibes.
Yeah, pretty much. It comes in a 3.6 out of 10 on IMDb, and I will talk about the monsters that appear in this first, and then we'll go what wrestlers are in this. So, the monsters are Frankenstein, a Cyclops, a mummy, a zombie man, a witch that's called Witch Bitch, a vampire called Lady Vampire, what else is there? There's a werewolf. There's a swamp thing called Swamp Gut.
Swamp Gut.
Am I missing anything?
No, I don't think so, because it was Cyclops versus
Witch Bitch. Yep.
And then it was
Lady Vampire versus
Lady
the Mummy.
Vampire versus the Mummy. And then the heavyweights was werewolf versus
Swamp Gut.
And then zombie versus
Frankenstein,
yeah.
Yeah,
that's
okay,
it.
That's it. But who's in this as wrestlers? We've got Jimmy Hart, who is the mouth of the South. He's always been like a manager, valet kind of dude. But he stars as himself in this. And then it also stars Kevin Nash as Colonel Crookshanks.
Yep.
Who's in this movie for a decent part as well.
Yeah. He gets a lot to do.
Yeah. So this one is streaming on Amazon Prime. You can watch it. How was your quality with Amazon Prime?
Absolutely fucking awful.
Yeah, same.
Which is like, it really, like, when you're watching something with fucking shitty quality on a nice TV, it makes it seem even worse.
It does, yeah.
and was also, like, just the sound quality terrible, too?
Yep.
Like, it was, like, awful to watch.
They did not care about this movie.
No.
They just wanted content, I think.
Yeah, they just put it up there like they found a fucking 480p version on fucking YouTube and it was just like, yeah, you go.
Yeah, pretty much. But, okay, what did you think about the movie, though?
Quality aside, because,
Yep.
again, we covered that. Yeah, it just felt like a celebrity deathmatch episode.
So, you liked it?
I am just on the side of liking it. Like, it's a 5.5, happily round up to a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
However, the ending made me mad.
Why?
Because they were going to do a match.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then it was just like, poof. I'm like, come on.
You wanted to see that final match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was like looking for like a Super Brawl 2 or something.
Monster Brawl, you mean?
Monster Brawls, whatever. Fucking, I don't know.
Dude, okay, this is not a good movie.
No, not at all.
It includes my two favorite things, horror and wrestling, and mixes it into one. This is literally I put this on just for a background movie because I've seen it before.
Yeah.
And I remembered who won the matches and everything like that. I remembered what happened. But once it started, I could not stop watching it. I was so entertained with the whole thing. It is dumb. It is stupid, but at the same time, it's just a lot of fun.
I wonder if there's just a straight better version on YouTube.
I didn't even check YouTube because I'm watching the trailer and the trailer's good quality. I'm like, damn it, why can't we watch that? But yeah, it's literally, there's like no story about, I mean, there is about why this.
There is, but it's in like Spanish or something.
I hate that. Yeah, there is no story about why this tournament came to be or anything like that.
I mean, they sort of go into it at the start a little bit, but...
Yeah. Yeah, I
like,
guess, but there's not really enough.
Yeah, he's just like, we found them and we raised them and we collected them all together or whatever.
Yeah.
I will say the little intros to each of them were boring as fuck.
Oh, really?
I didn't care. I just wanted to see the matches.
I did. I like it. It's literally like you're watching a WWE pay-per-view where it's got a backstory and how this match came to be and where they're from. Then it's got like a tale of the tapes. It's got like a checklist of all their accomplishments and their height and everything, their age. It was funny. I'm guessing this is a movie you're never going to watch again.
No, never. Never in my life.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I'm glad I watched it. It was amusing enough. No hate on it. They looked like they all had fun making it, you know?
Yeah. What would you... I mean, the monster effects are pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you got to give them credit for that.
Everything looked weird.
I mean, it was a low budget. It was a $200,000 budget.
Yeah, okay.
So... I mean, the wrestling ring looked horrible too. So
We got a sheet on it.
yeah, it did. So what would you give this out of 10?
I gave it a 6.
I think I gave it a 7.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you want to watch it, if it's something that interests you, go ahead. But it's not a must watch.
But, like, I could have given it a 7 if they gave me that final match, let's say.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Alright. I'm just going to list off a few more. These are movies that I tried to find. One in particular, I could not find them anywhere. And I just didn't really have time to go searching. So, there's a movie called Minutes to Midnight that stars John Morrison in it. 100 Acres of Hell that I desperately tried to find because it actually interests me, which stars Gene Snitsky, who was a WWE wrestler for about a year.
Yeah, I tried to find these too.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
No, I did. I tried everything on the list I tried to find.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Isle of the Dead, which stars Maurice, who is the Miz's wife, and if you know what she looks like, you know that I was trying my hardest to find this movie, but I couldn't come across. And the last one that I actually really actually did try to find was a movie called Girl on the Third Floor, which I thought was on Netflix. And it was on Netflix at one point, but it's since been taken off, I guess.
Yeah, that looked actually interesting.
Yeah, and I heard people say it wasn't bad. That one stars CM Punk. So, yeah. Don't know. What are you doing? But, yeah. That's all the list. I know that there's so many more with wrestlers in them, but that's all I've got written here, so... Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't come at me, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Back the fuck up.
I can't really speak anymore. My throat is hurting like
Yeah.
nuts. So too much singing on the weekend. I apologize.
Yeah.
I'm gonna blame Heather for that. I don't know why. I feel like she just needs to be given shit once in this episode. So
I thought it would be nice.
oh yeah, we should be. Heather, I love you.
There you
Rob,
go.
I love you. That's it.
Okay.
Oh, you do. Anyway, alright, that is it for Dummies of Horror for this week. Thank you guys for checking us out. it is WrestleMania time, so if you are a wrestling fan, check out our other show, Dummies of Wrestling. I've got my predictions episode out now, so go and check that out. And we'll talk about WrestleMania next week after it's all said and done. But if you want more of us, we are on Patreon for more extra content, and it also really helps us out a lot. So if you feel like giving back to this show, any donation will do. It means the absolute world to us.
So much.
Go to patreon.com/Dummies of Horror, and there are different tiers. You can sign up or cancel at any time you like. It's totally up to you. We're not going to hold it against you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't done my homework and thought about what we're doing next time.
I was going to ask, but I didn't want to bring it up because I felt like you might not have.
We can do a quick fucking brainstorm right now.
Sure. You want to do another Versus, or you want to do something different?
I think we should do another Versus.
What are you feeling?
We can do Best Director. We can do Little Monster Triple Threat.
Oh, what's that?
Gremlins versus Critter versus Ghoulies. Which one's the best Little Monsters movie?
Oh, I like the Little Monsters Triple Threat.
You want to do that one?
Yeah, that sounds fun.
All right.
Just we're watching the first one of each, or like the best one in the series of each.
We'll do the best one in the series. So probably I love both Gremlins though. That's hard. But I mean, you've seen both Gremlins.
I've seen both Gremlins.
Okay, Critters. We'll do the first Critters, and Ghoulies. I say Ghoulies Part 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
we'll talk off air.
Figure it out.
Yeah. So join us in a couple of weeks for a triple threat match between Little Monsters.
A tiny triple.
Yeah, we're going to decide who the best little monster is.
Yeah. Other than
like,
your children.
It's like we're judging like little people wrestling.
I love that. There is a league.
I know. Everyone keeps tagging me in it.
I figured you would have been tagged a million times.
Yes. Kind of gets annoying now. All right. That is it for us. Thank you guys for listening. We will be back in a couple of weeks with another episode. But until then, Mushroom has got something to say.
Hey. We love you. Thank you for being a cool person. Make sure you eat your vegetables and take your vitamins, and just keep up your activity. Go outside, get some sun, but don't forget your sunscreen, and just look after yourself because you deserve it, because you're an amazing person. Mwah.
Do you know who you just reminded me of just then?
Who?
You know that part in Wayne's World where Wayne leaves Garth alone on the sea? I don't know what to do now. Holy shit, that was funny. Alright, that's it from us. Catch you next time. Oh, fuck me, this is gonna hurt.
Bye.
Damn! Oh, Jesus.